There is no greater pain than feeling the absence of someone who had been there your whole life. That's what I felt the day Mom died. And since her departure 2 weeks ago, I haven't even been able to sleep, especially because of one particular thing, not having been able to be with her in her final moments. I've been missing work for days. I told my boss I'm sick, and the truth is, I'm not lying. Not all illnesses are felt physically, and everything worsened once I found my old laptop while visiting Mom's house. Now, with her absence, it feels empty and lifeless. The house where I grew up, where I lived my first and happy years of life, now so distant and nostalgic. Seeing my laptop from when I was 12 years old, there in what used to be my room, brought back so many memories of dreams and longings from my childhood that were buried by the weight of years and adult responsibilities. Once in my apartment, I decided to take a look at my old files. I knew this might not be a good idea, as it would bring a bittersweet taste from remembering those frustrated dreams captured in the files of the old, broken screen laptop. I doubted if it would even turn on, and truly, I would have preferred it hadn't. Upon opening my old laptop, there it was, my home screen. I didn't even remember that wallpaper. Just seeing it brought thousands of memories to my mind. Wow, I really was very messy. Among so many files, I found one of my first drawings I made in paint, some boring and poorly done school assignments, and dozens of folders. Among my things in Mom's, I found an MP4 file named Video Test 1 Upload, followed by what seemed to be more videos that my 12-year-old self had apparently organized into this folder. At this moment, the memory of when Mom used to watch paranormal videos of terrible quality flooded me. But even so, we were happy watching those entertaining videos of goblins and ghosts caught in real life, as well as horror stories. It was then that the day came when my mom, in an innocent tone, asked me why I didn't start making scary videos too, not expecting that on that day she would plant in me the dream of wanting to be a great YouTuber. I remember that with great effort, she managed to pay off the debt for this laptop that now looks old and broken. But back then, I felt as if I had started my path to fame, towards the dreams of my 12-year-old self, who never imagined he would end up being the failure I feel I am today. Hours and hours I spent in front of this screen, with so much illusion, recording videos, writing scripts and stories that at that moment were interesting to me and to my scarce but loyal audience. And today, I am so regretful for not having taken advantage of the potential of this laptop that my mother paid for with extra hours of work, sleepless nights, and exhaustion, expecting the best from me, even more so knowing how hard her childhood and her entire life had been, full of hardships and poverty. She probably expected me to be different, someone successful. All this I remembered just by seeing those files that had been saved there for so many years. I decided to visit my YouTube channel at this point with tears in my eyes, remembering my mother telling me that my videos were very good and entertaining, no matter how horrible they actually were, encouraging me to continue uploading videos. Every scene, thumbnail, and title of my videos felt like a painful stab, making me think of what could have been a great channel if only I hadn't abandoned it. The turns of life led me to move out and leave my mother, to leave behind my old home, to work in a company where I would now interact with more people. I didn't know that day would be the last time my mother's eyes would shine with that emotion of thinking her son would be someone famous. Wow, what memories. That night I went to sleep with a feeling of extreme emptiness. I knew I had made a bad decision, but I continued with my new life, and something had broken forever. Visits to Mom became fewer and fewer. Little by little, I stopped visiting her. Even when she had prepared my favorite meal, I would make excuses not to visit. I decided to exchange her for an environment of false friendships from the company and live what I thought was my life. Many years passed like this until today. Today was not just another day. Today I had the greatest revelation of my life. I had a nightmare. I saw two shadowy humanoid figures appear in front of the mirror in my apartment. The first represented my 12-year-old self in the reflection of the bathroom mirror. He was staring intently at me. He had a look of disappointment towards me. His gaze emanated hatred and frustration, as if he were angry with me, as if he wanted to hurt me. And with a deep voice, he tells me,
"You are the worst person that exists. All the decisions you have made have been terrible, and it's already too late to try again."
I really think I understand him, mainly because I was the one who decided to abandon everything that could have been a version of me that felt happy in its life, something that I believe at this point is now impossible. But then the second figure came. This one truly devastated me. Not because it was even more disturbing or unsettling, but because that dark shadow immediately spoke with my mother's voice, and just as she would have done in life.
Calm down, son. You shouldn't feel worried. Don't be afraid of me either. Remember that no matter what happens, I will always love you, and I will continue to trust you. But it's very important that you don't give up, that you don't blame yourself for everything, and above all, that you trust yourself. Trust yourself just as I will always trust you. I know I will never be a forgotten memory. Son, remember that I love you very much. Don't stop looking at each day as a new opportunity to smile.
She said this while extending what seemed to be her arms to give me a hug. But at that moment, that figure began to fade away. I woke up. I didn't want to wake up. I wanted to hug Mom one last time, but today, upon waking, I realize I am destroyed. I really believe that now there is no point in continuing to exist. I lost my purpose. I myself frustrated my dreams. I was selfish with my mother. I have realized that my life is empty because despite what that figure told me, in the end, the only certain thing is that my mother died, and in turn, I realized that I did not take advantage of my life. And so, after writing this letter, I say goodbye to you, those who have reached this point. Remember that time proshedše, past time, will never return, and that the life of a human being is so fragile that those who are alive today may not be tomorrow. Well, it seems everything has ended for me.